All right, I just hit the halfway point. I'm about to turn around. What the hell was that? Good morning, everyone. It is, good morning, cat. It is 4 a.m. I am about to put on my armor and go for a run. I want some coffee, but I'm not gonna because I hate needing to use the bathroom when I have this stuff on. Hey everybody, Bill Grandy here. I've had to sneak down to my basement so I don't wake my family up. I'm about to put on my armor and do a charity run for the Deed of Alms. So this is the final challenge of the Deed of Alms. Please follow the link below. Please make sure that you donate, okay? I'm supposed to say, please type in my name so that you can show that you're sponsoring me. Please do not sponsor me. When you go to donate, put in the name Otto van Teich. Spelling right there. Basically, 8 months ago, my armor went missing and I have been crushed. I actually only just got it back 2 days ago. I had to send this to my armorer, Josh Davis, who's out in Minnesota. He is a phenomenal armorer. He runs Davis Reproductions. He had to do some adjustments, he had to do a couple repairs, and he sends it back to me through the United States Postal Service, and they lost it. And it has been a non-stop battle since then. They had at one point said, oh, no, it's in transit. And then at another point they said, oh no, we found it. It's in our warehouse out in Georgia. And then at another point after that, they said, Georgia, we don't know what you're talking about. And long story short, it was gone. Fast forward to now. There's a gentleman who we're gonna call Otto. That's not his real name, but he asked me to use that name on the internet. He was searching on eBay and he found this phenomenal deal on armor. And he bids on it, he wins it, he's thinking, I got this awesome deal. And after he gets it, he finds out that the person he bought it from an auction of United States Postal Service goods that had been lost. In other words, he realized this armor belonged to somebody. Most people would have simply said, sweet, I got a great deal on eBay. Otto here is a phenomenal human being because he looked at the bigger picture and realized somebody out there is crushed because they never got their armor back. What's he do? He goes on the internet, he starts searching around, he starts asking questions. He ends up getting in touch with the maker, Josh Davis, who calls me up immediately and says, Bill, I have some amazing news, and I got my armor back. My wife has a wonderful saying, it's grow kindness. I would love it if the kindness that Otto planted blossomed into donations for the needy. So please, sponsor on the link below, put in Otto's name. Enough talk, let's get suited up. So I'm trying something out here. Armor is something that you can't put on by yourself. You need a squire, and I am not gonna wake my wife up this early in the morning. This piece here, the cuirass, which is the front and back piece, it attaches by having two straps here and it belts on at the middle. I'm not able to reach both of those. Normally I have someone else to help me. So what I'm doing is I'm actually only strapping one piece, the belt, and I'm putting on this doublet to kind of hold it in place. I think it's gonna work at least well enough for the run. I am also going to skip my arms because again, I can't put those on by myself. So I'll put my gauntlets on in a minute. I'm gonna cheat. I wear a gauntlet on this hand, the hand operating the phone. It's a touch phone, so no gauntlet on that hand. So this charity run is actually the first time I'm putting on this armor since it's been lost. Side note, surprisingly, my phone's face recognition still works through the helmet. The unfortunate thing is that 8 months in USPS purgatory does not go unscathed. As soon as I put this helmet on, a bunch of the rivets just suddenly popped off. It's fixable, it's not something I can do right now, so let's get going. I forgot. I have a personal rule that every time I pass this thing I have to do 10 pull-ups. It's how I keep myself from getting fat during the quarantine. You probably think I'm showing off. You know what? I turned 40 last year, and if I can out-pull up the average 20-year-old, then F you, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm showing off. It's about 5:15. Let's head out for a jog. So I made a big tactical error. I thought the flashlight on my phone would stay on while I was jogging. Turns out every time I turn the camera on, it turns off. So I'm not gonna do too many talks right now, other than the fact that, man, I should not have done those pull-ups. I am thirsty. 1K is not actually that bad to do in armor. It's only a little bit over a half a mile, I think. But for anyone thinking that you should do this on a regular basis, you should not. It's educational to run in armor once in a while, but it's actually very, very bad for you. Modern science shows that long-distance runners who weight up, they end up causing a lot more harm to their body and to their joints, and they don't get a lot of benefit from it. I know there's a lot of historical sources that talk about running in armor as part of your training. I do not recommend it for your own sake. If you want to get better endurance for fighting in armor, what you do is you train things like wind sprints outside of armor, and then you put the armor on for your general training, such as your drills and for any of your sparring, and that ends up working a lot better. All right, I just hit the halfway point. I'm about to turn around. What the hell was that? Do you see that? All right, heading back now. Some of you who know me know that there's a story I'm supposed to tell. Many years ago, I was closing up at our fencing school, the Virginia Academy of Fencing. I was the last one there, and it was dark out. It was probably almost midnight, and I was taking the trash out, and this dark form rises out of the dumpster and goes right for my face, and I scream like a little girl, and I just punched it. I'm guessing you know what that scream sounds like, since you probably just heard it a couple minutes ago. And I look on the ground and I see this tiny furry ball like shaking, and I realize I just punched a raccoon. All right, just about there. That's the end. And 1 kilometer out of the woods. Made it back, 1 kilometer, didn't wake anyone up, so that's a success. Got attacked by a raccoon for your entertainment. Follow the link, donate. Please don't forget to put in Otto's name. Thank you.